Chair now recognizes the gentleman from Florida for the purpose of explaining his amendment.
Critical race theory has been a scourge on our military, and this committee and this authorizing act need to uproot it completely from the Department of Defense. I'll be joining my colleague, Mr. Waltz, in moments in a more fulsome amendment to uproot critical race theory from DoD. This amendment requires a report on the actual cost of the critical race theory training that occurs in the event that Mr. Waltz and my other amendment does not make the final work product. In eliminating this enterprise, we should at least know the extent to which it's functioning as a drain on our readiness and an opportunity cost, and frankly just un-American to try to tell people that by virtue of their skin color that they are naturally an oppressor or oppressed, and that those immutable traits somehow governs people's destiny. Our country, our military stand in contrast to that viewpoint, and that's the amendment. I urge its adoption. Yield back. I've heard my colleagues say that we need to learn critical race theory so as to better unify. And I don't think that really reflects a reading of John O. Callamore and Bell Hooks and people who don't present critical race theory as a unifying ideology. Critical race theory is an explicit critique of the civil rights movement. It is a critique of Martin Luther King saying that people write in the principal text of critical race theory that the civil rights movement got it wrong because the civil rights movement sought to have us come together as a nation and live in one country. So this is a separatist ideology. And I want to make clear, we're not trying to limit people's reading or understanding of things. Do that on your own time. But when it comes to the United States military, we should not be teaching people that immutable traits like their race define their destiny. And while there will be further debate on critical race theory and whether or not we should have it at all, I want to get back to the substance of this amendment, which is merely a report on how much we're doing it and what it costs. And the reason that report is so essential is because we have observed in armed services where the top brass sometimes truly doesn't know that some of this pedagogy is ongoing. I had to hold up the What is White Privilege book that was being used at DODOA. And I thank Chairman Banks for consistently bringing in people so that we could confront them with the critical race theory and the odd divisive ideologies that were being presented to our military. So I think you can support critical race theory, though I don't, and still vote for this amendment because it's merely reflecting how much of it is going on. And then if people want to defend that type of divisive conduct, we'll have debates and we'll have votes and hopefully we'll eradicate it. I thank the gentleman for yielding. I'll yield back.